Oschino, man, what up?
What's up, man? Another day, another dollar. You know what I mean?
Happy to have you back. So much has happened,
Yeah,
man.
so
So
much,
much
man.
happened.
So much.
How's everything going on with you? I know your channel, you still doing your thing.
Yeah, everything going good with me.
Alvin.
Perfect, man. I've been on vacation for like I've been a couple times since the last time I talked to you. I've been on vacation like 3 times. I'm chilling, man. I mean, I had nothing to complain about. Nothing. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
of
Usually
course,
people
of course,
try to
stuff
say
can
that.
always be better, but you got. I mean, look at the glass half full, not empty.
Yeah, yeah. Usually people say that you be like hating and all this other stuff, but it doesn't. I don't know. I don't get the
Yeah, you
impression that you a
understand. People,
hater
this the
when
thing you
I'm around you.
understand. In this generation, when they say you hating, that just means you tell the truth. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
Hating is
But
seeing somebody with something that you want, wishing you had it, so you don't like them because they got something that you don't want. Hating is being not liking somebody you never met, you never talked to. I mean, that's hating. I mean, everything I be talking about is I just be telling the truth. You never hear him say I'm lying.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing I think, but that people keep watching. That's the problem. Like if people really have an issue, they would just stop engaging, but they enjoy
Exactly.
kind of
Everything I
your
put up
thoughts
gonna do
on
numbers.
things.
Yeah, everything I put up do numbers. So they want to. I mean, they want to hear what I say. So they can't hate. I mean, so whatever. I mean, I think Charleston White be hating. That's the hater. He say
Why you
stuff.
say he's a hater?
He say stuff just to get a reaction. Like he said, "F Kobe Bryant, F Nipsey Hussle." People that's not even here that had children, they got to see that. That's a hater. I mean, so I'm definitely not in the same category with a person like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw his comments. I think I don't know if it was a recent interview. I saw a comment where he made about like Gillie's son, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
"Yikes,
Listen,
this is really."
that's when he talked about Gillie's son. That's the first thing that made me not like him. Before that, I really didn't pay him no attention. And I don't no matter what me and Gillie go through, talking about somebody's son that passed away is for a man. That's the most diabolical thing you could do. And people was on there laughing and joking and hee hee ha ha until they lose a child, and then it won't be so funny no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you said, a lot of stuff has happened. There was the freestyle, which you already spoken about.
Yeah.
But the Jay-Z concerts, man, there's mad controversy.
I mean,
I
this is
saw
the
your
thing.
video.
I understand people going to the concert. Like, I understand. Like, I mean, I understand. You got songs that even bring back nostalgia that you listen to you growing up and all that type of stuff like that. So I understand the shows, but I just don't understand, like, you know what I mean? Like, why now type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It almost seems like it's a direct draw to Drake being out. You know what I mean? Or Kanye West doing the big out. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I can't have all these people doing their thing without me being in the limelight. That's what it feel like. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But another thing, he has to stay property there. You know what I'm saying? So that
So
was like
nobody was there. Nobody
only
from
Bleak.
no
Only person
Beanie.
was Bleak was the only person there from like I mean Memphis Week was the only person that was he got on the stage. And I think he only did that because I was telling him how he gonna do nothing for him and all that. You know what I'm saying? How'd you see he cut his hair? Not call him
Yeah,
when I say he look like Norbert, he cut his hair off
but why you think state property wasn't there? I would have
because he don't
thought.
give a
I don't know.
about
Yeah.
state property. He don't give a
Mm.
at least with me, I'm not as I go against him. I say whatever I want to say. They trying to hold his. I mean, he still it still don't work. I mean, yeah, that many songs he got
Yeah.
with Beans and Freeway and all, and he ain't that man. Y'all ain't come out. Y'all stay in Philly somewhere, and they still ain't gonna see it. They still on his beck and call, bro.
So
I
I
know
mean,
everybody had to look at that like, damn, where the balls at? You just, I mean, it's like he almost had him at the Roost picnic to be smart to me.
yeah, yeah. I was thinking about when you said the Drake thing and competing with Kanye West, I thought he was doing the concerts because it really was the 25th and 30th anniversary of both those albums, Reasonable Doubt and Blueprint. So you think there's a deeper element of him trying to
Yes,
compete with Drake
bro.
and Kanye?
Of course, never outshine the master. That's one of the powers of law. I mean, and they outshining him right now, very bad. You know what I'm saying? So especially, I
You
mean,
think?
Kanye West doing it crazy. You see his concerts, 180,000 people in there. I mean, so he like, man, I can't upstage me. He one of them narcissist type boy that had a limelight, like no matter what. 70 years old, still trying. I mean, every time we came out with an album on State Property Joy, he dropped the album right with us. He makes sure nobody get the light. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that's fucking me up right now, he bring Nas out. You could squash it with Nas, that this you on the song and all that, but you can't squash it with Dame. You know what I'm saying?
I would have to give pushback though, because Dame has since
Yeah, but
said some
guess
wild
what?
shit.
Guess what? If I had $1 billion, I don't give a fuck what you said. I'm so happy. I give a fuck about anything somebody say I got $1 billion. I don't even understand why they saying that. Let me tell you what $1 billion supposed to do if you're a real nigga. I'm so happy. You owe Texas, you my man, right? Come here, let me talk to you about one-on-one. We built something together. You wouldn't even talk like that no more. He talked like that about him because he deserved to get talked about like that. Any person that don't f their kids don't f with nobody, bro. Anybody that spend money and power to not take a DNA test, let that be let all them girls that was in the audience and at the show, let them baby fathers did the same thing he did to them. But they ain't mine. You think they be coming to the show? No. But when you're a star, you can do certain things that other people can't do. I mean, I don't respect it, but you know.
Yeah, I think with the Dame thing, I feel like even when you're a billionaire, you have ego, and since then, Dame has said stuff like, "I want to fight you. Your breath
Bro,
stinks.
you
You was
60 years old.
trash."
You're 60. Like when you're 60, you like that don't supposed to hurt your feelings.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? If you got Beyonce shaking and doing the dance moves in the living room, you're in the mansion, you know what I mean? You got people on your where you go. Well, I don't care what you say. Why my man feel like that? Let me go talk to him, bring him. I mean, but see, the reason why they feel like that because it's true. Look how he treat Calvin Klein. Look how he did him. Look how he did behave a mom. Look how these people that's close to him. I mean, look how he do his son that don't have a mother. I mean, bro, come on, you got. I mean, you don't have children, but if you had sex with a girl, right, and she have a baby, and she's saying it's yours, the least you could do is take a test. That's the least, right? I mean, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, bro. Can you imagine being a kid with no dad, right? And you watching your dad on TV, he don't even acknowledge you, and you don't have nobody. Your mom never blamed him on nobody else, and you looking like, damn, you never say nothing bad about him. You just hoping he just one day just any person that could do that without no conscience, they the devil to me. That's one thing. You don't have no money. You don't take care of the kid. You don't really guide it. You embarrassed, and you going through these things. That's one thing. But what's another thing? When you got all the means to do whatever you want to do, and you just say, oh man, ain't cool with it. No conscience about it. I mean, can you imagine having a daughter seeing you on TV with your other daughters, and you don't acknowledge it? It's just, I mean, to me, it's diabolical. I mean, I heard Little Boozy talking about it now. I mean,
Yeah. You did say the concert was good though, from what I saw. Like
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah. I
thought it
mean, I
was
didn't
like
see the concert, but I mean, it's Hove. Hove got some bangers. I mean, it was a nice crowd out there. I mean, like, I mean, my thing is this: I don't get pleasure out of seeing somebody fail. I don't get pleasure out of seeing somebody demise. I don't. Some people do. Even if you don't like me, I don't really pray on you for you not to do good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you why I don't. Of course, I just made a song about it. Talked about shit about me. I can't go to the concert. It won't. I mean, well, everybody should understand why I wouldn't go to. I would go to the concert anyway because if they probably not on the stage, what the fuck? Neef was in the audience. I mean, how you in the audience at this? Like, I mean, so for that reason, right, there, I wouldn't have been there anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I think it was a good show. I think Hove do good shows. I mean, he Hove. He's still Hove. I mean,
so Neef was in the audience. You saw that on the social
yeah.
medias, or
So
you was
social
aware of
media
that?
on internet on Instagram.
You think that was disrespectful for Neef to only be in the
I
audience?
think so.
Mm.
I think so. I mean, I really think so.
You think he should have been maybe like behind
Yes, yes,
backstage in
for
a
sure,
suite?
for sure, for sure. Yes, yes. But you know how big, how big it would look if Jay-Z would have brung Dame out there, like he would have the bigger person, even if he was not the bigger person. You know how that crazy that would look. You understand? Young people looking at that. Young people like, oh, they can make up, we can make up. You know what I mean? But But see, a person like him needs you to be on his. If you're not on his, he can't fuck with you like that. That's just what it is. I mean, if you
What
don't
you mean? Like,
if you don't agree with everything he say, or he got all yes men around him, because if he didn't have all yes men around him, they would not let him not take a test for his kids. You know,
do you think loyalty is a
bro, if you my
code
man,
for like?
say you my man, right? And
Yeah.
it's a girl, she got a neighborhood, she got a sick kid. Yo, tell your man, this is kid, whatever, whatever. Like, yo, bro, you popped her? Yeah, I popped her. You not gonna take care of the kid at all? Now I can see it. We young, like teenagers, is different. If you over 20 something, 30 something, like, bro, you know what it mean for a kid not to have a father. Now I ain't saying you got to be the best father. You got to, but don't you think a bad father is better than nobody at all? Zero, nothing there to tell you nothing. I mean,
Mm.
I'm talking about father. He might not can't even give you, even if he could just only give you advice. That's better than having nobody. Because at least you know where you come from. I mean,
Yeah. But I mean, even if Jay didn't bring State Property out for the Yankees concert, he brought them out for the Roots picnic, right?
yeah, but they didn't get paid for that.
Um,
That was his show.
how you know that?
They not on the bill. You only get paid if you're on the bill. You're not on the bill.
You think Jay didn't break them off?
You don't break people off, bro. Break them off. Imagine that, bro. I can't even get the songs we did from State Property. I can't even get royalties off them songs because they own them for 35 years. I can't even put "Been
Alright.
Down Too Long," a song I got on State Property album, on my Instagram and say you don't own rights to this song. I can't even put my own song on the. You know what I mean? So They're not giving nobody, bro. That's just I mean, you don't get to become a billionaire with giving people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. You gotta capitalize, and that's unfortunate. But I do think New York City was looking crazy, like for the Yankee concert. But I mean, it's just been a crazy time for New York because the Knicks won. It's the World Cup, and it's like I don't know. This it kind of remind me. Y'all remember when the pandemic happened and the Michael Jordan documentary came
Yeah,
out?
yeah. That
Like it
Last
was
Dance.
just perfect timing. Like this is the same thing with Jay Z. He's like he got perfect timing. His thing is back, and all of this stuff is happening in the city, so it feels kind of crazy. But other stuff that happened, and I saw your video on your channel. You had you had funny commentary on Lance Unrivera.
Oh,
You was making you was making fun of how he apologized for getting stabbed,
yeah, I
and
mean,
I
like
thought that
he talked about Dame. I don't know him, but I don't like his voice. I don't like his voice and the way he come across. He come off like a bad. He come off like he's above everything, but he's slandering Dame name, right? And I understand Dame is be drawn to sometimes, but they got to remember who Dame was and who Dame is at the end of the day. I mean, he's not just no regular. If he wanted to say talk, he deserved the right to. I feel as though you know what I mean. He took care of a lot. He made a lot of people millionaires. A lot of people put a lot of people on. I saw it with my own eyes. I mean, this at the end of the day, whatever Dame doing on the internet, it's not worse than you in the club. You agree with that?
yeah.
You see him in the club, all right, I'm more mad at the that's talking shit, even talking about me, just talking whatever he talking. I'm more mad at him than that stabbed me. That's called we call it upper echelon, the upper top tier. Let me be with Jay-Z and talk about Dame. It's easier to talk about Dame because Jay-Z got Rock Nation. He can get shut down. I mean, that's why a lot of people but don't be scared to say stuff and all that because they feel like if they say something about him, they won't be able to make no moves ever. I mean, I fear nobody but God, man. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Do you think people talking about Jay like out of nowhere is a smart idea? Do you feel like people have the right to tell their story? Because I saw Lance kind of get the same thing that you and DeHaven get. Like, why are you talking about Jay now?
Well,
You guys just get
actually when he did the freestyle, I was off of him. I wasn't really. I mean, it wasn't. I was beefing with a lot of people, but he wasn't one of the people. And if a person say something about they man not taking, mind you, I talked to his son. Mind you, it's a Ramir. I talked to Ramir more than 5, 10 times, right? So I ain't gonna say it's personal for me, but I know the kid. I know his story. I know how he feel and all that. So it's a little more. I mean, it's more deeper than just me just judging you. I mean, so
got it.
so it ain't like I'm talking about. Mind you, never hear me say nothing about Hov took people's songs and they pay him and stuff like that. But no, that's the record business. I ain't tripping about that. I'm just saying, bro, I can't respect you is what I'm saying. Because mind you, raising a kid is hard work. I mean, kids say you ain't a good dad, you ain't this, that, and the third. But at least I claimed you and I tried my best. I mean, but when the person just say you don't exist to them, and I think that's diabolical. And if a person don't love what they made out their own body, they can't love you.
That really seems to be a big part for you. Are you like 100,000,000,000% sure that's Jay
But my
Z's
thing is
son?
this,
It
bro.
seems like
Listen. I'm gonna tell you something. At the end of the day, if you girl and you see how he look just like him, the daughter look just like him. I'm just talking about the fact that you spending millions, you offer millions, take it back, sue the lady that's raising you. All right, so let me say, all right, say this girl and she pregnant, but have a baby, right? Right. You don't want to take the test, whatever. You don't sue the lady that's raising your quote unquote kid, right? Whether you know she hit or not. She a single lady that took on her girlfriend died, took on the kid. You don't sue her. I mean, I ain't going hard, but I'm not going hard. You don't have kids. You don't understand. I'm talking about for men, real men, we never respect that. Period. I mean, that's just what it is. Ain't even nothing. I mean, because you don't, mind you, every other, if you ain't got no billions, you got to take a DNA test. If a girl right now say her kid mine, and say I don't even, they ain't for nothing. They put you right on paper from the rip until you take that test and show that it's not yours. I mean, that's how I usually go for regular people. You know what I'm saying?
all right, cool. You know, was one thing I wanted to ask you because somebody left a comment. You came in the game with Rough Riders, right?
No, I was with Rough Riders. I ain't never get signed with Rough Riders, but I was like living in Yonkers, going to the Rough Riders studio every day. So it looked like I was with them, but I wasn't. I was really with Jadakiss like all the time. Me out Yonkers.
So you was with
And
Jadakiss.
DMX, I went on the Hard Knock Life tour. I didn't even know Rockefeller yet. I went on there with DMX.
How was DMX? Like, how was that? Like,
He act
because
like
I
same way he
remember.
act on like he was, bro. The first time I met DMX was in but it was in Yonkers. But the second time I met him, we was in the Ritz Carlton in I think Boston somewhere, and there was girls lined up in the hallway waiting to see him. Right, I'm talking like 10 bad chicks. And when I went in the room, it was 2 pit bulls running around the room. He was in there talking to my man Hip Dog. I mean, and it was so crazy because I'm like, that's Usually when you meet somebody that's like you see off TV, they don't act the same when you see them in real life. You know what I'm saying? But the same way. And that's he got two of his singles is produced from somebody from Philly produced them. Like I'm slipping, I'm falling. I hit that joint, and the joint we ain't going anywhere. So anyway, I hooked my man Black Key up with my man Hip Dog, and Hip Dog got the beats to DMX, and they did two of his singles. I mean, so it was crazy.
So
Then he cried every night on stage too. I was him going to the show. I was like 4 states at the shows. He's crying every night, saying the prayer. Had the whole audience crying, and it was just crazy to see with your own eyes, man. It was crazy, man.
what I remember DMX and Jay Z, and I was a bigger fan of DMX at the time. And I thought like DMX was way bigger at the time to me because he was like a rock star and his performance was otherworldly, like way beyond Jay's at the time. And you saw it with the Woodstock where he was in front of like 80,000 white people or
I seen
something
it.
going crazy. It looked like he was Van Halen. He ain't even look like a rapper.
Well, Jay Z like this. Jay Z
DMX,
like this. He like Polo, like Ralph Lauren, right? Ralph Lauren might not be the top brand no year, but he top. He won. He might not be the best that year, but he the top brand all the years, right? Some brands come, some brands go, some brands be hot for a couple. Jay Z like Ralph Lauren. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. It's gonna be there forever. I mean, so they say I'm a hater. I ain't a hater. I mean, I just tell the truth. DMX was at the time. DMX was whatever he was Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton forever too. But something that come and be there for a long time, but it just ain't Ralph Lauren. I mean,
Versace,
yeah,
like
like
at
like
one time
Versace,
Versace.
because Versace still you can still it's hot, but it just ain't. I mean, so like, but I mean, I was a DMX fan a little bit. I was more of a Jay Z fan than DMX. But when DMX came out, I think the second album was like a tie. I mean, but Hov was my second favorite rapper for like since I was like a young boy after Biggie.
At, at the time, like you witnessed both of them, who at the peak of their popularities was more popular, DMX or Jay Z when you was around both of them?
It's just what it is. I think people would say DMX because they so used to Hov being famous and being. I mean, it's like you expect it almost. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like it's almost like DMX was popping because he was a phenomenon real quick, but Hov was the same popping as him. He just always been popping like that. I mean, he was popping more than he is now. Now it's like more controversy around his name. Back then, it was like he was considered like the cool dude, the end thing, and all that. So I mean, I think it was the tie. I mean, DMX had a
Yeah.
little nice run, but I think the whole time he was doing that, that's why he had to open up for Jay Z. Yeah. The Hard Knock Life tour,
Yeah.
he had to open up. The Hov came on at them. So I was said to say that Hov always been a big deal since like maybe 2000, 2001.
Interesting, cause like, you had said that you was around Jadakiss when you first started, you wasn't on Rough Riders, so you do get to be on Rockefeller State Property. How did you navigate the beef with Beanie and Jadakiss?
Easy.
Becau
I just wouldn't say nothing about DMX. I mean,
or Jada?
I mean,
Alright.
of course, Jay, I definitely couldn't say nothing about him. I'm not the type of boy I couldn't. And I remember one time it was some magazine. They was asking us questions. We had just got signs, kinda, and they was talking to Sparks about something, and they said it was me saying something about. He said something nothing too crazy, but something about the locks, something about the locks, right? And I remember seeing Jadakiss in Miami one time. He was across the street, and that article came out. And I was like, man, I wanted to go over there and tell him, hey, what? I ain't say that. That wasn't me. But you know me, I'm young. I got a product, man. I ain't saying that. Like whatever he think I said it, whatever. I mean, but I was kind of salty about that because I'm like, bro, I don't do shit to somebody that looked out for me when I ain't had nothing. You know what I mean?
He think you said what did he think you
He
said?
might not even seen the article, but my head, I think it was because the article was like in a major magazine. I don't know what Sparks said, but I mean, I was reading it. They got my name saying I said this. I ain't say shit. I mean, but and when we did the diss, when he was dissing uh, Jadakiss and everything, I wouldn't say a rap about him, but I would help write songs shit about him and give it to like Beans or whatever. I mean,
So
because
you wrote
of course I don't
songs.
want us to lose. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I could never. You never hear me ever say nothing bad about Jadakiss ever, as long as I live, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So you actually helped, like, you get because I mean, it's a rap battle. I don't think you thought it was real street, right? So it was
No, I
just
was
like,
no
we
street
just
shit. You know what I mean?
fun.
No.
Yeah.
But listen,
So you
I was living in Yonkers, right? One time, and I ain't had no money. Nobody know me. I wasn't knowing none of that. And I remember I was like, damn, I just want to, walking around. I don't know nothing about Yonkers, New York. I see it like a Father's Day party with these Puerto Ricans, right? I go there. I go over there. They like, yo, what's up? What's up? They give me, I'm eating and they feed me out, eating and drinking, whatever. Leave there, walking down the street, right? Jadakiss pull up on me like he had at this time he had like a Cherokee, a box John. He like, yo, oh, what the, what you? I think it might have been called Elm Street. I don't know what street it was. I'm like, he's like, yo, bro, get in the car. I get in the car. Like, you can't be walking around here, bro. It ain't safe to be walking around here. I'm like, it's not. Like, he's like, no, bro, you can't be. We get back to the block where they from. Like, yo, this nigga always walking down Elm Street. Like, I didn't even know. Like, I'm from Philly, so I said, bro, I ain't got nothing to take. So I was just running around Yonkers like I ain't know nobody or nothing. You know what I mean? So, I got, mind you, it's like 1998. You know what I'm saying? So I got a long history with Kiss. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I never disrespect Kiss ever. You know what I mean? Our styles. I mean,
Yeah. So as this battle's going back and forth, how was it to navigate? Because these is, I mean, this is like Beans and
that was
Jada's
crazy,
like,
bro. I mean, we had this show in New York, and Beans was gonna start saying this shit about Kiss, like this, and the crowd was like, "No, we ain't trying. No, they wasn't trying to hear that shit, bro. It's crazy. You mean? But yeah,
so
yeah, it was.
Beans was about to diss Jada, and the
He was.
crowd
They
was like,
started
nah,
saying this, and half of the crowd wasn't trying to hear this. Half was trying to hear it. Half wasn't. I mean, yeah, I remember a lot of people. A lot of people ain't want to pick sides in that battle because it was like two people that people looked at that represented the streets. You know what I'm saying? And that was a lyrical ass battle. They was going. That was a lyrical battle. It might have been one of the best battles ever.
the same thing kind of happened with 50 Cent when he got into it with Jada Kiss. Obviously, 50 Cent was the bigger artist
But
nationwide,
I
but
think Kiss white.
yeah.
I think even 50 Cent know, like I'm bigger than him, but first rapping go Kiss, he's special.
Oh, nah, yeah, Jada Kiss definitely won that easily. But I'm saying, like, in New York, the streets like, the city was divided. Like, between it wasn't like 50 Cent was popular, so he was gonna win. The boots on the ground was different. Did you ever come to a conclusion of who won that battle?
With Beans and Jadakiss?
Yeah.
No. He just asked me about that.
You
No.
can't say?
I just feel like it was a tie.
Okay.
Basically it's like who you like the most. Like it got the first the raps went. I think it was a equal. I mean, it was equal. I mean, because
Yeah, yeah.
at the end of the day, Beanie Siegel and his prime was top 5 type rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Ever, yeah. Like, I really do think, like, in his, like, prime,
Yeah.
he was on some Shaq.
Yeah.
But alright, cool. So, well, your friend Memphis Bleek is in the news. I was listening to him on the
Memphis
Breakfast
weak.
Club.
They call me Colorado O now, right?
Yeah, Colorado. Yep. So he was on the Breakfast Club, and I mean, I thought it was dope because I felt like, yo, Bleak is getting better as like a podcaster because he was talking crazy. I ain't never seen. I was like,
I know he
man,
been a
this
bitch all
Bleak
his
guy never.
life. He wait till he 50 to talk tough. Been a bitch his whole life. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing I respect about him, right? Even if you talk about Tony Yayo, right? You talk about Tony Yayo. At least Tony Yayo went to the penitentiary, whatever, right? Prison, was forever. Trying to take care of himself, do what he had to do in the streets to survive. Memphis Bleek never, like, he been under Jay-Z. He was a kid. He never had to do nothing. If you subtract Jay-Z from his life, he was talking about Tony Yayo will be in a shelter. You'll be beyond the shelter because you'd have probably been a crackhead because you've been under Jay-Z ever, bro. I mean, he finally giving you a little light, you 50. You know what I'm saying? But like he talking crazy, like he did everything. He talking like he got everything he got on his own. You mean without Jay-Z, the song with what's the name? Missy Elliott and him on the Missy Elliott on the hook, Jay-Z verse on it, and it was already a hit in Europe. Gave it to Memphis Bleek. He still fumbled. I mean, because people just ain't connect with him like that. He don't seem real. He don't seem authentic. I mean, the way he talk, the way he did the do-rag. Anytime somebody wear a do-rag with a baldy, something wrong with him anyway. So you know what I mean? So like, bro, you had a baldy underneath the do-rag. I'm thinking this nigga waves, like, why you don't never bring the waves out? Whole time this nigga just matched his sneakers in his pants. I mean, so I look at him talking, I'm like, bro, come on, man. You can't talk that big money. Another man gave you everything you got yourself too. You never had to get out here and get on your own. You know what I'm saying?
You don't look at it different, being that Yayo kind of, because I feel like everybody sees Bleak, to me, not
But see,
saying
that's
that
the
he
thing
is
with
to me,
Yayo. With
as a
Yayo,
punching bag.
no, but Bleek is a punching bag.
People see, I think people take shots at Bleak
I
because
mean, you
they
guys gotta
think like
understand.
he's
You
like
gotta see
new
the way
boy.
Jay-Z is to the point that's like it's like cringy. The whole everything is everything it's like he don't have no stories of his own. You know what I'm saying? Then he tell a story like, yo, it's my wife's birthday. I called Ho for some tickets to the show, and he said no, basically like what? Damn, you doing nothing eating for nothing? You know what I'm saying? So I opened my restaurant up. I asked Hov to come. His family came, but he didn't come. Like you know what I'm saying, so that nigga like, damn, you still. I ain't say you got to talk bad about him, or even when he said he's just on the podcast talking. Yeah, people painting the narrative that when Nas was dissing Hov, he asked for help. What do you look like asking for help? Especially for him, what do you gonna ask for help from? And if you ask anybody from State Property, Jay-Z got us in a room and sat us down and said, listen, please, y'all, I want y'all to diss Nas. Diss him like he killed y'all cousin. So that's what he said to us. That's what my life. And even if you ask Free and Beans, they say the same thing. So for Memphis Bleek to get on the joint and say that that's not what happened, mind you, he's saying that's not what happened because he didn't ask him to diss Nas because he know he wasn't good enough. He wasn't even there. He didn't ask them, he asked us. You know what I'm saying? And then I see Nas saying, Hov told him that we did that on our own. Like, yeah, man, they did, I blame me, but they did it on their own. Like, what? I mean, so, and then you know who Guru is?
Young Guru, yeah.
Young Guru, he don't get on the, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z ain't still that song from Sparks to give it to me. So I'm like, yo, it's one thing to be somebody, right? It's another thing to lie for him, to make it like somebody else lying. I mean, that's what, mind you, I know what the truth is. So I'm looking at these bulls like, damn, they do anything. Like they so, I mean, it's like a mind control. Bro, if you my man, bro, I'm not gonna lie for you, bro. I just won't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I know what the truth is, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie for you though, bro. You know what I mean? So I just look at these bulls like none of them real. Tony Yayo won't get him
Yeah,
back. Tony Yayo won't talk though. Yeah, I trust and believe that.
he gonna talk back, you
Yeah,
said?
he gonna talk back. You know, he talks that shit back.
Would you ever go on their podcast?
No, he asked me to though. I supposed to be on there, but I was going. I'll be on there.
Why you not going?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on there. Me, they last time
Oh,
I
that's
talked
gonna
to
be
Tony Yayo. He was in I forgot the name of that. Vipers. Some shit. So I think they be moving around and all that. I mean, but yeah. The crazy part, Bleek asked me to started because Bleek asked me to be on his podcast. That's what all
mm,
this shit started from me between me and him. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
So
okay. Well,
so
I
I
mean,
hate when people try to act like, oh, you hating. No, said something to me first, disrespectful for no reason. You know what I'm saying? When I was minding my, and actually I got the whole when he called me, I was filming a reality show. So when the call came, it's on tape, what he said to me. I mean, so everybody looking like, damn, Bleak, why you said it? Why you said it? Oh, like, you mean? So like when everybody say you hating and this, that, and the third, Bleak started the shit with me. And I never seen him talk crazy to nobody, ever. You know what I'm saying? So when you say people picking on Bleak, Bleak that he could pick on me. He ain't know about Colorado L. I mean, he not gonna drag this to 1,000 years. He'll be like, all right, oh, that's enough. Maybe corny ass, you know what I'm saying? He
but I
talking,
gotta ask a
but
question. I gotta ask this because, all right, so people say Bleak need Jay. What's the difference between Yayo and 50 Cent's dynamic?
because Yayo show 50 Cent showed Yayo that he love him. All he said was that Jay don't do nothing for Bleak like that. You know what I'm saying? You know 50 Cent look out for Tony Yayo. We talk about giving him $1 million and shit. You know what I'm saying? Plus you can just see it. You know what I'm saying? They really friends. You think do you think y'all friends if your wife can't get tickets to your wife's show?
That's what Kanye said, right? Like
That's what
he
Bleak
asked
said.
Jay for tickets. No,
But
I mean
Bleak
Kanye said
Bleak said it
both
too.
said it.
Huh?
Both said it.
But yeah,
Kanye.
I'm saying, do you think that's your friend?
I don't know,
If you,
man. I
so
don't.
listen, listen, you've been with me since you was a kid, right?
All
Since you was
right, that's different.
you've been with me since 14, living in the same built Florida projects, everything. You should know my wife without me even having to ask her for tickets. You should know her to ask her for tickets. If we was friends, that's a ticket. That's how I look at it. I mean,
Well, it seems like Jay got a
that
philosophy.
shouldn't even be a big deal.
Jay said that he don't want to give people like money, like $400. I remember I said something like that. He said something similar to that.
All I'm saying is you think that's your friend though.
Okay,
I mean,
got it,
mind you, I ain't
got
saying
it.
you got to do everything for me. It's my wife's birthday. And it's my wife's birthday. I want a ticket, not just a random ticket just to go. I mean, but to each his own. I'm just saying how it looks from the outside looking in. So do you think Tony Yayo, 50 Cent would give Tony Yayo a ticket if he had a wife? Of course he would. I don't even gotta know them. That's not because that's nothing. I mean, dang, my wife ticket free. Go ahead, man. It's nothing. That show you how much she won't do for you. I mean. But he did a lot for Bleak though. He put him on a lot of songs, gave him a lot of verses, put him in a position to do little shit for Duce. I mean, so Bleak like, man, I'm gonna do whatever. I don't care Hov. You know what I mean? So I understand why Bleak Hov. It makes sense. I mean, but he got to stay in his lane and stop acting like he created on his own. Like talking about down on people when nigga, if without Hov, you don't exist. You know what I'm saying? You don't not get out here and trap and get to this money. You don't not do nothing. You don't not. I mean, I heard him on there like, when the last time Tony Yayo put an album out or put a song out, whatever. You just put a song out. I heard he put a song out. I don't know. I said, man, so Bleak out here trying to pop his little cornball though. Very
Got it.
cornball, man. Corn. Rap was for people from the streets. I mean, now it's just like it's not. So a lot of people that's really from the streets don't be understanding like what she into as far as men and all that. Like I don't. I mean, because at the end of the day, you're supposed to be able to tell the truth. It don't matter what you feel about whatever. You just can't be lying out here, like just lying. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't for Hove.
What is he lying about? I know you
He lied
mentioned
about the
like
Nas
the
shit.
Nas
He said
thing.
that.
Yeah.
The boldface say that on a joint, right? When it's a dead lie. When I'm talking about because the nigga said it to us. You mean in the room? You mean we went up to Hot 97 just to do that? He got us booked on Hot 97 just to do that. So for him to sit there and say, Hope don't need nobody, we're not gonna ask nobody, that's a fucking lie. So if you lie about that, what you won't lie about? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like even with Joe Budden's lie, like they be lying. They lie for Hov. I don't know if Rock Nation own everybody, got their kids hostage or something. But it's a lie. And once you tell a lie about something like that, that's 1,000% happen. What you won't lie about. That's my whole thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, I was listening, because I don't know if you're aware of my history, but before this YouTube channel, I had a channel called The Stop. And it was basically breaking down the Joe Budden podcast, like reacting to his podcast. And it allowed me to launch this channel. So, I when you started going in on Joe Budden, I was like, wow, this was interesting. And
Because Joe Buttons put himself in it when he had no like I guess they in the Rock Nation. I don't know. He say he not, but I think he is, right? If a person make a song about put you in the freestyle, right? We as a rapper, you got to make a song back. That's automatic. He basically on there saying, well, I don't have a right to say something back. When Drake didn't even say his name, he dissed Drake for 18,000 weeks straight. You know what I'm saying? Then he said made a comment about I was saying something about, what Jay-Z did at Bean's trial. He said it was cap, and Hove called him, said it was a lie. When everybody, was in the courtroom seeing what happened. After that, I stopped liking him. Like, bro, you just saying anything. You pro Jay-Z. I mean, you on Jay-Z dick so bad, bro. I mean, so, I don't have no picks. I had to cook his toast. And I don't like the fact that he be walking around naked acting like he got the right to talk about somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing, bro.
you said you had an issue with the other podcast members, though, like
No,
saying
no, I mean,
stuff.
first of all, don't call me white girl. She from Philly, right? She a girl too. So I will never have a problem with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I felt like I had a real problem with her, I try to get in contact with her. You feel me? I won't just get on here and diss her because she a girl from my city. Mark Lamont Hill, I won't diss somebody I got respect for him. I mean, he's a professor. I mean, I don't know why he don't got his own thing. And plus, he didn't say nothing about me. But the light skinned boy, I don't know his name. That's not from Philly. I ain't like how he was chiming
Ish.
in like Ish. And I might, if I knew Ish personally, I might like him, but I don't know him. I'm meeting him through him talking shit about me. They said somebody is what do they call the word? Obsessed, right? With somebody when y'all you got a podcast, y'all talking about everybody else. What you got? Y'all obsessed with the people y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? So they be saying talking about shit, but they really be talking about their own self. I mean, at least when I be on here, most of the times I'll be talking about some shit that got to do with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what
Well,
the
I mean, I don't.
go ahead.
You think these people are assigned to? I don't know. I think some people are actually managed. There's like different scenarios, right? There's Joe and Jada. Joe is managed by Rock Nation. Joe Budden, I don't think he's managed by Rock Nation. I don't think that's the case at all. But they do heavily care about what Jay Z thinks about the podcast. You really think the Joe Budden podcast is signed to Rock Nation? I don't think that's the case.
Whatever they is, they something to do with them. You know what I mean? It might not be on a, who knows? It's something, bro. I'm telling you. Because if I'm to come at me about somebody making a diss rap about me and I say something back, how the fuck is that a problem when you did the same thing to Drake? When Drake ain't even say nothing about you at all. I mean, so it was real hypocritical. Like I'm saying, how dare you say something about me? You know what I mean? And I got a song with the nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, bro. Then he doubled down talking about I was lying about something. You know what I mean? Like that he wasn't even there for. And he said Jay-Z called him and said I was lying. So like I said, either Jay-Z was he lying about talking to Jay-Z? Because I don't think Jay-Z called him and said I was lying because that's what happened.
You did a song with Joe Budden. Did y'all record together or separately?
No, we was in the studio together. And Raekwon, I
How
think.
was that studio
It was a
session?
long time ago, bro. I think he was fucking with Dame for a minute, Joe Buttons. Bro, I think Joe
He was
Buttons was
supposed to
fucking.
be on state property, I think.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
supposed to be
supposed to
what he's
be on
supposed to be.
state.
That's what I'm saying. So I think it was me, him, Chris, Raekwon from the Wu-Tang Clan. And that was a long time ago. I don't know, it was a long, long time ago. But that's the only time I met him and shit. I mean, I had no opinion about him. I mean, it's coming funny he come on there saying, we cool. We don't got no problem. Yeah, nigga, we ain't cool. Because at the end of the day, you could have called me, asked my opinion about, and told me what happened, or even had me on there. You feel what I'm saying? Don't talk about me without me having the right to the chance to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? Just as a rapper, he shouldn't have did that. But my thing is
Well,
this: he talks shit about me, I talk shit back about him. It's not personal. I don't care. See? But if I do go on this podcast, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring up some clothes. I'm gonna come in there with a bag with his outfit in it. You know what I mean? In case next time you sleepwalk, put that on.
that's funny. All right. I gotta ask about because I mean Joe Budden is one of the big people in hip hop media, but Charlemagne, right? Charlemagne was just found on Rock Nation paperwork,
I know.
like yeah,
I saw it.
of the casino bid,
I saw it.
and he did a dance. He said that he didn't have to disclose because the sale didn't go through, and he would have disclosed it if the sale go through. So he's able to not, skirt around FCC things. So what did y'all think? What did you think when you found out Charlemagne was on Rock Nation paperwork as a
At first, I thought
sponsor or
about
something
was
like
the
that?
interview with Dame when he was coming at Dame so hard. Like, I mean, I said, oh, oh, that's why. But it's crazy. I just seen the interview Academics did with Charlemagne, right? And it showed me that Academics is real smart, bro. He act like a bozo, and sometimes we all do, but he's smart because because Charlemagne's smart. And they had the conversation beyond even the topic of the Rock Nation and all that stuff. When I saw them two talking, it made me realize that how intelligent they was. You know what I'm saying? I was impressed by that. I mean, because they had a even though I was I ain't like the stuff they was talking about because Rock Nation. I don't like that you hiding that because it should be illegal. You mean to put the be a radio personality that got a lot of power when people listen to what you say and have a sneaky deal with somebody and act like you don't. You mean?
I mean, we should have. I mean, I think most people thought something was up when he was talking about how the casino was going to bring jobs to New York City and Times Square. Like,
On the
who
radio.
who really who really thinks a casino is good for anything? Like,
It's not
I don't. Yeah, it brings prostitution, organized crime,
all type of
and the
stuff.
way he was saying it was like, yo, there was going to be a live, like there was this company that was going to educate people. So is there any really place to listen to media anymore? Because I just saw Ebro. I don't know if you're aware of
Yes,
Ebro.
I'm just talking to the boy calling this man broke and all that just now. I just watched it on my way here.
Yeah, exactly. And I know you saw the clip, but the reason I think that started is because Peter was saying, "Yo, I think it's crazy that Charlemagne is in bed with Rock Nation, like on paperwork," and that seemed to trigger Ebro to the point where he was like, "Oh, you think it's crazy because you ain't got no money?" Like that's how it kind of. And now I was thinking like, "Yo,
He might be on there
Ebro
too.
probably."
He probably on there too.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think if the boy Ebro was from Philly, um, he would have had to bust his, he would have had to probably bust his gun. He'd have had
For
to.
that situation.
No, because the way he be talking to people sometimes. I mean, I like him because I think the only reason I like him because I feel like he'll tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
But everybody can't take that. I mean,
So you think calling somebody a bitch and a hoe is like, "You're gonna have to shoot me," or something like that?
yeah, man, yeah, yeah, you gonna me. Like shoot, he said the little Uzi that time, right? Like basically, like
Yeah,
nigga, you
yeah.
ain't shit. Like you ain't gonna be shit. Like basically, and I mean, little Uzi like I'm gonna be a rock star. You'll see. Like, yeah, all right. I mean,
It's kinda interesting the selective politicking. I feel like I'm a big fan of the Ebro Laura Rosenberg show. I actually think it's dope, which is funny because I thought they was whack, on Hot 97, but they went independent. I like it. But it was what they did to Kodak, right? Remember when they asked him about the case and he walked off, and they interviewed somebody who also had a case, and they didn't ask him about the case, like The Dream. So I was always wondering
but
about,
they
like,
got
these
picks,
select. Mhm.
and it's about picks of who you connected to. Who you connected to? You know what I'm saying?
And who is The Dream connected to, right?
But yeah, but he connected to somebody. I
Rock
mean,
Nation.
there you go.
He writes the hits for Beyonce. Like, he writes the hits for Jay-Z. He writes all of that, and I thought, like, I don't know, man, this shit is looking like Ocean's 11 when you think you playing like a hand and you find out everybody's in on the casino, everybody's doing weird stuff. Charlemagne, Ebro, like it just looked crazy. I just asked you about those dudes back to back to
That's why
back.
people scared to
Uh,
say something about Jay Z because they know he control a lot of stuff. I mean, you scared, they did ask me that many times. You scared? You scared? I'm like, I mean, scared of what? Fuck, I mean, like, I can't imagine me walking around being scared of to say something because of what somebody might do. I mean, that's like being in a motherfucking like in fucking a concentration camp or something. I mean, like nigga, I mean, freedom of speech. I think that's very
Yeah.
serious. I mean,
Yeah. You know what's interesting when I sat down with you in the Haven? I ain't know y'all was like cool with Calvin. Like it's crazy to me how like both of y'all know Calvin and it seems like y'all have a relationship.
yeah, but listen,
Y'all
I met Calvin in a radio station one time, right? This was like 2005, right? And they was asking me about Jay-Z, and I was like, man, I don't fuck with him. Like, I'm saying, like straight like that. This is like 20. I've been saying this for a long time, right? I don't fuck with him. So, at the rail station, come in. Mind you, I remember the song, I never felt more alive, the ride shotgun and Klein's Green Fox. So I knew the name, but I never saw him before. Except for in the magazine one time. He came to me, this when he just got out of jail, y'all husky. Like, yo, bro, let me talk to you. I'm like, what's up? I'm thinking he about to be on some shit. Like, man, here we go. He's like, no, but I ain't never heard nobody say to tell you the truth like that about Hov, like this, that, and the third. I like you. We started talking. I got his number. We talked a couple times, but then maybe like 2021, I was in LA in a mansion. I mean, because Dame had two mansions in LA. One was I think I think Hidden Hill somewhere. And Calvin came to LA. He's like, oh, Dame was like, you mind if he come down there to chill with you? Like, yeah, that's my man. So we was around there for like 5 days. Really got to kick it. And when I lost my son, he said, listen, I'm gonna hook my sister up with you. And his sister would call me like in the morning and pray for me. Like, I mean, and I needed it bad, man, when I lost my, and I just appreciated it so much. You know what I'm saying? So after that, so when I went to his party like a couple weeks ago, like, oh, you trying to hook up with Jay-Z Ops? I'm like, bro, you don't even know what you're talking. It's deeper than that. You know what I mean? When I say one of the thoroughest people you could talk to, man, they give you game every time he talk to you, give you something, a jewel. He one of them people like that. You know what I'm saying? He earned your respect. You know what I'm
so
saying?
he don't even everybody I talk to seems like he like Jay-Z's not even like Jay-Z's a part of his story, but not the main
Yeah,
character to him. Like he kind of moved on.
he moved on. Yeah, he moved on. Yeah, but trust me, Hov know what he did to him. I mean, I let him tell his own story about that. But like, you see, he do stuff that, like even with Dave and mom. I told you when I seen, that, I was like, oh, because his mom still wasn't talking bad about him. He's like, and then he's like, well, everybody expect me to do something for him. Well, not everybody don't. I don't expect you to do nothing for me. You did enough for me. I'm talking about that lady right there that come get you out the clinic when you burning. Lady come get you to right out of jail. She's sitting there with an oxygen tank on, saying about how much she still love you. You just don't love her. Man, I was about to cry myself. So I was like, I gotta talk to David, man. It was real sad. Because you could tell she had like a loving lady, you know what I'm saying? And she was like just still loving him. Even that, not saying nothing bad about him still. And he still don't, give a fuck. Like, so I was like, oh, he don't let nobody. I understand to be a billionaire, you gotta be cold-hearted. So I understand. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You look out for me. You look out for me
I,
when I don't got nothing. I feel like I owe you. I owe you something. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I feel like that's a Philadelphia like thing. Like yeah, it's always I find the dynamics between people from Philadelphia and New York City interesting. I
No, but
think
a lot
there's
of people
like
in
a
Philly don't
story.
feel like that. If you do something for them, they owe you. A lot of people in Philly don't feel like that.
Okay,
I feel like that because I
brotherly
think
love.
it's just my conscience. You know what I'm saying? Because I know
Mm,
when you really needed it and it come through, well, everybody got different kind of things they go through in life. Some people got hard lives, so that when they need something, they need it very bad. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
like, if you're a foster kid or you were living in the streets or whatever, and somebody do something for you, you really needed it because, usually a lot of people when they're young, they have to handle some certain problems, so they don't really go through those type of things. But if you go through some bad enough things and somebody save you from certain things, it might be something small to them, but it's big to you. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I got a couple questions I wanted to ask about Meek Mill because I did feel like when we last sat down before the DeHaven joint, um, he was responding to some of the things like you had said in the interview with me and also the interview with Cam Capone. He posted like a tweet of you young, and he was young. He looked like a little kid. He was shooting at you. He said something like, "I'm biting my lip because I'm not gossiping what another man can do for you. I'm a dream chaser. That's why I don't be listening to old dudes now. I would never made it following this type attitude in game."
Mm.
When you saw that tweet, did you feel like, "Damn, what the
I
hell?"
said, this is the thing, you understand. Meek Mills is a bona fide bitch ass nigga. Like, I know him. He's a pussy. He's a bitch ass. He's the definition of. You ever see the movie CB4? And the boys be acting like they
Yes.
gangster rappers. I think Chris Rock in it. That's him. Everything about him is fake, right? And it make it so. But the thing was a slap in the face because that's we on that video. We out of town. I had a show. He with me, right? And in my car with me, no money, no nothing. And I'm making sure you straight. I mean, I'm giving you a couple of whatever. You with me. You know what I'm saying? You talking about count, you ain't listening to me, nigga. You was destitute, so you had to be with me. That's the type of people I'm talking about. People that's they when they need you, they don't have no rap. They quiet as a church mouse. I mean, now you got mind you, the person who posted the video was Dame. I ain't even post the video. So you start talking about me because you know why? It eat him up inside to see himself so dirty like that. See a picture worth 1,000 words. You see him dirty as shit, right? He got to be with me. He hate that, but you can't erase the past. It's etched in stone. I'm out there doing the show. I'm talking about Jay-Z on that joint. Mind you, I'm not giving him no game. I'm just talking about my own life. I mean, so I said I was never trying to tell him who to mess with, who not to mess with. I was trying to make sure he was cool. I mean, you ain't got no money, you ain't got no. I mean, come on, you rock with me. I mean, that was his first time even being out of town, probably. You know what I'm saying? He nobody care about Meek Mills at all. I'm the first person, you know what I'm saying? So when he did that, if it was the first thing that he did, I probably would have been surprised. But I mean, I know what kind of snake nigga he is, so it ain't really surprised me at all. I just looked at it like, oh, here you go. I mean, it's just more content for me. That's all. You know what I mean, but nobody can bring out a video with Meek Mills being dirty with him. Everybody started fucking with him when he got on. You know what I mean,
And you all right. You in your responses, you had made this kind of argument that Meek be stealing from like other people's like ideas, like the compilation album with Mike Knox. You mentioned somebody to the name of Dirt Bike Rel, and all this other stuff. Do you feel like he kind of maybe essentially does what Jay-Z did with State Property, like take some of the sauce
no,
and like add his
well, basically, I was saying because Mike Knox was doing a compilation album, right? And all of a sudden, he want to do a Philly compilation. Of course, he was. I said he's not going to do it. He just want to. He sees my. He don't want to see nobody get no shine. So anybody doing something, oh, let me do it too, bro. You ain't even do nothing with the people when you have artists signed in Philadelphia. You ain't even put them out. You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna do a compilation? Which of course, which he never did. And with the Dirt Bike Road, I was just saying that because he ended up getting a biker ball from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Not mind you, I just gotta reiterate this. I had nothing against the boy from Baltimore. He ride good, dirt bikes good and all that. Like I don't know him. But it was a nigga from Philly that ride dirt bikes better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? And became mess with him. But when he passed away, he had his picture up on the back of his concert saying rest in peace to him. I was like, I think that was corny. I mean, when you had the means to get him out of to get him up out of here, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean that's all. Mind you, 'cause, like I got a song called Jamal Story. I did it when Meek was with me. A few years later, I think, he made a song called Tony Story. The same concept, same story. I mean, and I didn't feel like he stole it from me. I feel like I influenced him. I don't feel like he bit it. I feel like without me, my joint, he would have made his joint. It's the same way I like Karis One, Love. Remember that song he had called Love? Love Gonna Get You. He talked about the story
yeah.
about the two brothers. That kind of inspired me to write my song. So it's like, but so it's a thin line between stealing and inspiring. I mean, and I think I inspired them, but if he won't give you no credit, see how easy it was for me to say Karis One inspired me, because it don't take nothing away from me. But me can't do that. He barely named
Yeah.
he barely named the song a different name. Mine's Jamal Story, his Tony Story. I mean, I'm like, bro, and I even said it to him one time, bro. You know you got that from me, right? I mean, so, but
What did he say?
but I still he. This is the thing. You gotta understand this. No matter how much I don't like him no more, right? He earned to be a rapper and to get success and all. He was very, very gifted with it. You know what I'm saying? So like it ain't nothing. This what I'm talking about had nothing to do with music and none of that. It's just about your character. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys with that Philly lore, like you had said, like he hated on Ab, he hated on PNB Rock, and I just think it's kind of like a thing where I don't know what you can really do for a whole city. That's a
It
lot
ain't
to
about
put
doing
on
what
your
you city. I'm talking
shoulders.
about if a person trying to sign you and you go to the person and say, yo, don't put him on. He get in trouble. You going behind him and he did that to Santos with he did it with the young boy. I forgot the young boy name. Uh, what's the boy name that make the beats now? Used to rap. He had the transformer chain. Anyway, he make
Berg or
his
something.
name hit makers now. But so he's trying to sign
Okay.
someone from Philly. Meek went down there, told him now sign him. So like when I say he don't have to do nothing for Philly, you know what I'm saying? But at least do it for Philly what somebody else did for you. He got 19 songs with me. You know what I'm saying? Do some songs for some young people. Not my just to call Meek when I was in the penitentiary. Just call him like every 3 months. I always be like, yo, listen, Meek, put NH and Vodka on if you can, man. Just bring them with you. NH and Vodka, you know what I'm saying? Because if you save a few people, they could save a few people. You know what I mean? You don't gotta save the whole city. You can just save 3 people. They save 3 people and they just go on from there. You know what I mean?
Mm, mm. All right, man. That's pretty cool. I just got one more thing about Dame coming back. Challenge. What is it with Dame wanting to challenge Hove to a fight or Jay to a fight? Like, what is what is
He
the
must
is
know
he
Jay-Z can't, he
trolling?
must think Jay-Z can't fight or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Jay-Z ain't fighting a long ass time. He been rich a long time, so I mean, Dame
But
Dame
Dame
do
has
it.
been
You know,
saying
Dame
this
be
for
in
a
the
long
ring boxing.
time.
He was boxing somebody in the ring. I mean, Dame will love a good fight. He like me. I don't care if I lose the fight. I mean, I always stay scared to fight. You know what I'm saying? I remember
You
Dame
ever
had a
saw
pierce.
Dame fight somebody?
Yeah, I saw him. He had the boxing gloves on in the ring boxing somebody. I seen Dame with some. You know, he got robbed in Paris before, London somewhere before, right?
Yeah.
And when he got robbed, you know, they hit him in the head with something. He was bleeding, and the sneakers he had on, they was Jordans. He had them in a case in the office. I'm like, why the fuck you got these sneakers in the case? They had a little bit of blood on them. I got robbed in these Jordans in London, and he put them in a case and was like, he thought this shit was like a trophy. I mean, so I mean, see, I remember Dame from when I was younger, man, and saw him do a lot of stuff he didn't have to do for people, man, a lot. Like I'm talking about a lot. Like I ain't just talking about myself, like a lot. But people never got to saw that part of him. They only get to see what they see now. Man, Dame did a lot, bro. I'm talking about go out his way. He'll see something in you don't even see in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Yeah.
in the world, and when the world try to play, it'd be funny because people talk about Dame being broke or owe taxes. Dame owed more taxes, probably owed more taxes than people will ever see in their whole life. The owe them kind of taxes, I mean, you was getting a lot of paper. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be a whole bunch of never was. I'd rather be a has been than a never was. To be a lot of never was is talking shit about somebody that was, you know what I mean, a mogul, bona fide. You know what I mean, bona fide mogul. I mean, I'm talking about, I seen it with my own eyes with how they was living. Very crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody who knows Dame personally say like he tends to see the good in people, so they
Dude,
have a different dynamic than what is shown on camera. So I don't know.
you know what I'm saying? Let me give you an example, man.
Yeah,
Some guy said I robbed him before, right? I didn't do it, but I was embarrassed because I'm locked up again because I had just got locked up for something I didn't do before. So I'm like, I'm just gonna call Dame and see what he said. Hope he ain't mad. I called him like, yo, Dame, boy said I robbed him for $60 at our show, state property show. I ain't do it. He's like, oh, he lied on you? What you need me to do? I'm like, I just hope I ain't getting in no trouble for this. You know what I mean? I'm on the late. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come to court for you. When you go to court, the nigga came from New York, got on the stand, my behalf. All I'm like, what the mind you, I didn't expect. Mind you, it's a Dame, the $100 million Dame with the, you know, the chauffeurs and the fucking big ass yellow dime. I mean, he did that shit for me. I'm looking like, you know, I'm a nigga from the streets. I'm like 22. Wasn't expecting that nigga on the stand for me. He like, yo, listen, if you need a job, whatever, I got a job. He employed, whatever. I mean, trying to get me out of jail. I'm like, the fuck? I couldn't believe it, bro. And for me, that right there was like, meant so much to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I couldn't even put into words. He didn't have to do it. I ain't even ask him to do it. I mean, so, you know, that type
yeah.
shit, like type shit like that made me, that's my loyalty to that. I mean, so
In a few of his interviews, he said that Jay was having secret meetings behind his back.
I
Was he
believe that.
having secret meetings with state property, anything like that, and not telling Dame?
No.
Nah.
But, you know, sometimes people wouldn't tell me because I'm like, I think you could tell by my character. I'm like, got my own mind. So I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, so, but when I say I'm with you 100%. Like, it ain't no, even if we got struggle together till we get back on top, that's cool too. You know what I mean? But I mean, I just think Hov was like he a very selfish person, and he, you know, he a business person. He's like, I would split money when I can just do it on my own and cut everybody off. I mean,
Yeah, it's tough to like find a balance between business and selfish because like when people talk about what Jay's done, it's not that dissimilar to what you see in places like Facebook, like what Mark Zuckerberg did to people, what Jack from Twitter did to people. Like this is common
yeah.
stuff.
I mean, you
It's
understand
just
it's common for like white people to be in business. This is common. White people and black people got a different type of life, different type of. I mean, as far as business go, you know what I mean? They don't never. White people never think about getting killed for business. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a
mm,
person that's black, you know, if you right people, right amount of money, you might get killed for business. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I mean? They automatically, we go to court, we're here, we're friends, we cool. Everybody not there yet to their mind frame. You know what I'm saying? So say you cut say you was getting millions, somebody cut you out and then you ain't getting nothing. That person can have a vendetta. Not saying this is their situation, I'm just saying in general. Somebody can have a vendetta against you. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas though, you got me. Because it's supposed to be what you want for yourself, you want for your brother to have too. I mean, because we got a different kind of struggle. So,
But I just the issue I have is like this is the music business. So you know, I did an interview with The Haven, right? Where I was like trying to people in the comments was killing me, like, you not from the streets. But what I was trying to do is show the business side and show kind of how like once you sign on dotted lines, it's almost like that business stuff goes out the window. And The Haven never signed on a dotted line. Most of his interactions with Jay-Z was street stuff. But I'll like even
I understand both
yeah.
sides, right? But once we say we're a family, we're friends, we're brothers, we come from the mud together, it's a different kind of. You would think it's a different kind of loyalty. I mean, you would think, but so
Yeah.
both arguments is right. You know what I'm saying? If it's just
Mhm.
business, let's keep it just business. Let's not saying we friends. Let's stop saying because somebody might believe it. You know what I mean? That was it. I mean, because the emotions get involved, and of course they say emotions ain't supposed to be inside of business. I understand. I mean, but we raised in the streets, you got a different mentality. Not saying it's the right mentality. It's just a different mentality. I mean,
Is there anything you would have done different, like with the knowledge you know now, when it came to like signing the Rockefeller and all of
no,
that good
no,
stuff?
because at the end of the day, it gave me a chance. And so a lot of stuff that I even get to do today is because of that the name I got from back then. You know what I'm saying? So no, and mind you, a lot talk about a lot of times about the stuff that went wrong, but man, a lot of stuff, most things went right. You know what I mean? Like I don't have no complaints about. Like I don't care what happened because at the end of the day, imagine getting signed when you're 21. I just turned 21, 19 days prior. I mean, you're 21, you get signed. You from the slums. It's like an amazing, crazy feeling. Now you feel confident about yourself because before that, I wasn't really sure of myself, confident about myself. I mean, so I mean, it gave me a whole different type of look at seeing life. Now I feel like I got an opportunity. I feel like I got. I mean, because in the hood, you start feeling man, man, you feel like no options. And you start having to do stuff that's out of character. You know what I'm saying, to get money and stuff like that. So I mean, when I got signed, it was like I was so happy to have an opportunity to try to do something that I would never trade that in. So I mean that because nothing's gonna go perfect. Even if you go back and change it 1,000 times, it's always gonna be something. Man, so
Uh, what's interesting is you're kind of at the age now where you have a lot of knowledge of music, right? And there's probably you in Philly, a place of some of the greatest rappers in the country. Do any rappers ever come up to you like, "Yo, Oschino, how do I get on?" Do you give them any advice? Do
yeah,
you tell them like, "Yo,"
but I
do you
really
try to
tell
sign them?
no, no, no. I would never want to sign nobody because I don't want to be responsible for nobody's life. You know what I'm saying? So, but I give any knowledge. I tell them you don't need to be signed these days. You don't need to be signed. All you need to do is get people, your fans, gather your fans one by one, win them over, so they can buy stuff directly from you. Now you can get TuneCore and CD Baby, and I mean, you just got now you can do it yourself. Before that wasn't an option. That wasn't even an option. If that was an option when I was younger, man, I would have been on there every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? But we understand the work ethic for people now compared to when I was out is different because now they got everything at their hands and they still don't do it. Man, bro, get on back in the day, bro. You had to. It's no internet. It's no sitting at somebody's internet showing, no social media. No, people barely had cell phones for real. I mean, cell phones like $400 a month. I'm talking about this like 98, 99. You know what I'm saying? Even in the studio was even different. The technology, all that punching in stuff, unless you had the top-notch studio, you couldn't do that. Just think about this. You couldn't even email a song to somebody unless you had that board that Puff Daddy, Dr. Dre and them had that cost $1 million. Bro, emailing the song, you couldn't do it. Stuff they could just do now, they take for granted. I mean, so we had a different kind of drive back in the day. You had to get your name from word of the mouth on the streets. That means you got to be rapping in ciphers and here and there and be seen everywhere. There ain't no one being in the house. I mean, so I just think back in the day, people got a whole different drive than people from this era. I mean, because it's way easier now. I mean,
Yeah,
to do
I just
anything.
realized speaking of studios, we got the studio till 8, so I thought we had to leave. But nah, yeah, that's kinda cool because I don't know, I would think someone like you shouldn't not wanna sign people though, because you are able to spot talent, you are
Yeah.
able to kinda and this is no disrespect to you at all, because only but, like, even the dudes who didn't, like, become the biggest rappers of all
Well,
kind, like, sometimes they the best talent to like, the best people to spot talent.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I spot talent, right? Like I spot talent, but I just don't got time. Like when you like I said, when you start getting older, you want your time to be for something else. I mean, all my time to be on like developing somebody. I want my time to learn how to be a better man, better like I paint. I be painting and stuff like that. Like I mean, I got something that I could do to make. So I wouldn't want to spend that much time trying to get somebody to get on. Then of course they're gonna get famous and start acting funny and beefing and I don't got time for none of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wouldn't sign nobody. You know what I mean? I'd rather just give people some knowledge about something and keep it pushing. Now if I had some partners that could do most of the work, I didn't have to then it'd be different. I mean, but I would have to have a team.
What did you think about your sit down with DeHaven? That
Oh man,
kinda had a lot of people talking.
I like David, man. I think matter of fact, I talked to David yesterday. Man. So after that day, we've been in contact like a lot. I mean, so I haven't you see me, I was in New York with him a couple weeks ago. I mean, so I like David a lot, man. I mean, they haven't got it. They haven't more heard about this joint than anything. You could tell. Just hurt. I
What
mean, his man did him
so
dirty.
what
He hurt.
Would you say that when you say hurt, are you hurt or do you have a different type of
They gotta understand.
yeah.
They go back. They go back. I'm not hurt. Just was disappointed. I wasn't hurt. Man, I think you gotta understand. He got a lifetime of thing of connection. Somebody living in the same house. They like don't messing with the same girls. Get selling drugs together. It's a different type. But you know what I mean. So no, I'm not hurt. But he hurt. You could tell that was his brother. You know what I mean, little brother. His little brother make it. You can't even enjoy the success with him. You probably feel like And then see people on the outside looking at it like, well, you just mad because this, that, and third. No, he hurt. I mean, if I had a homie that was riding with me, I just would sit down and talk to him. But some people just think that money make people feel like they're above that. They don't have to do that, and they don't. And they don't. I mean, but I just know he gets hurt. I mean, even his mom. I mean, she hurt. So I'm
How
just
was it to
I
huh?
was what? I was it
I
what?
was gonna say how was it to navigate what happened? Because he talked about Jay, but he also kind of had the kindest words to say about somebody who you really care
Dame?
for, Dame.
Yeah, but you still. I mean, but that's how he feel about Dame. I can't tell him how to feel about him. I'm saying the Dame he talking about is that when I ain't even know Dame then. I'm saying, but I told him I said Dame my man though. You know that Dame my man. I mean, so I ain't like I'm sitting here like, yeah, Dame do what I mean, because you're entitled to feel how you feel about somebody. I mean, but I ain't gonna, I don't gotta agree with you. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
If there's like advice, what advice would you give to DeHaven about? I'm not saying that he needs advice, but like, what would be some that y'all would be a good way to take this, like a good direction?
I don't know. I just think forgiveness. I mean, because sometimes forgiveness ain't for the other person; it's for you. So you could just get it off you. I mean, because I had a hard time forgiving. I mean, but when I start forgiving, I start feeling like it's lifting off me. Like, oh, do something for yourself too, even probably more for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I think you just gotta probably just forgive him. You know what I mean, and it sounds
Who
hard to
did
do. It
you
sound crazy, but I mean, like I think that's the forgive him and then keep because I mean, cause my stuff more business wise. I just can't look up to you because of the kid thing, but his joint is a life drawing. That's my friends, my brother type drawing. I mean, so it's way deeper. I mean,
who did you have a tough time forgiving? Was that more life stuff or was it music business stuff?
more life stuff, like life stuff, deep life stuff. You know what I'm saying? I forgive. It's hard to forgive, man. Because especially when you've been to prison. In prison, the one thing you can't do is let nothing slide. Somebody do something to you, you got to get back, or you gonna be. They're gonna try you more and more. So we raising that mentality is the wrong mentality to have when you on the street sometimes. So it's hard to cut it off and just like So, but one thing about me, I tell the truth to myself about what I need to change about me. You know what I mean?
That is like a profound point you make. Like in the streets, forgiveness is not really something you do
No,
often.
no.
No, you can't forgive, or that's weakness.
Yeah, you gotta do something. You gotta do something to somebody, even if you don't want to. I've been in that position. I had to do something to somebody I didn't even want to, but you got to because everybody watching. You know what I'm saying? So, but you don't know how to cut it off though. That's the thing. I mean, you might be with your girl or somebody. Hey, she just said something to you. And you feel like I gotta get back. I gotta. You know what I mean, not knowing, bro. You gotta cut that off. You know what I mean, and it's hard to do. And so say you go to prison, right? And you young, and you gotta act tough, even though you're not tough. You gotta act tough, right? You start acting tough for so long that you end up becoming tough because it's not an act no more. After a while, you keep faking it and doing that. You gotta. You know what I mean, you go through the motions of it for years and years. You end up you ain't faking it no more. You know what I'm saying? But now you don't know how to cut it off. So that's the thing, especially people that have been in prison for some years, they got to learn how to cut that mentality off. And it's hard to do, even for me still. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't know. I feel like anytime I interview Yatu, everybody in the comments like, man, you really gonna interview DeHaven and Oschino. I'm like, I don't know what's the issue. Like, it's
because
always like
listen,
you
listen,
could.
listen, listen. This how you get the views. Either they love you or hate you. There's no in between. If we were sitting here talking about how good the church is, and they ain't trying to hear none of that. You know that yourself, right? But it was funny because when me and DeHaven was talking about Hov, it's like I almost was like taking up for him in a funny way, right? Like for Hov. When I look back when I was watching it, like I'm trying to take. You know what I mean? I was giving advice like Dr. Phil in it on that joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was. It was.
They,
It
they, thought- they
was
thought it was gonna be a hate
hilarious.
fest. They thought it was gonna be a Jay-Z hate fest. No, it ain't with that. But that's the thing, bro. I don't hate him. You know what I'm saying? I just see him for who he is. That's all. I hate him. I mean, I just can't look up to him. That's it. I mean, well, you this and that and the third. They say like he's so big and famous, you can't say nothing about him. He can say something about you or whatever. But like, I love the comments because I know the people probably in the basement at their grandma's house with no life, just mad at the world. So they let me take it out on y'all. I mean, so I don't
Not
really.
only that, but I don't know. I think this Jay-Z Rockefeller is one of the biggest labels ever. Like if like I would like to hear hours and hours and hours of people who were on Motown. Even if they saying the same story over and over. I want to hear the same thing. I want to hear the story changes. I want to hear the perspective change. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I just think it's natural for people to just hate on everything while secretly enjoying it.
they
That's
of
some
course.
new internet.
Listen, I had the same people on my internet hate every video, watch all of them, comment, hate every video, and I used to block them. I said, why am I blocking him? It's views. Like, let him watch. I mean, shout out to Jay Black. It's this boy named Jay Black. He hate everything. He hate everything I do, but he watch everything I do. I don't even know who he is and nothing like yo. So they say they hate it, but if you really hate something, you're not gonna keep watching it.
Jay Black got a YouTube channel. Is
No,
that
I just named Jay Black on there. He just be. I mean, but so I erase his comments, but I don't block him. He diabolical with it. I'm sorry. I can say I love Jesus Christ. I can say you don't love it. You just gonna make something bad about that. I can say anything. He gonna just So I used to be as a human sometimes it might make you mad sometimes. You see a comment right of a certain day. I mean, so I don't read them comments like that. I mean, I
but
don't
they be
read.
going diabolical. They be like, "Yo, it's clear that Oschino and DeHaven don't have a mom or a dad, and this is why." Like they be saying like the
But I
most
don't. So
random
they
shit.
might be right. But those crazy. Those crazy though. Those crazy though. Sometimes a person can say something that's diabolical, but it could be true. You mean? But see, I'm so much of a realist. If I read and somebody can say something like that, I'm like, damn, is it that obvious? Because I don't, but I mean, what make it so obvious? I mean, so sometimes you might, because then when you read a comment, right? Somebody could say that, like say you said the same comment, you could tell Oschino and don't have a mom or dad, right? They could have said it in a nice way or a bad way, but in your mind, when you read it, you gonna read it however you think they said it. You mean? So, you know, I don't really take it personal because at the end of the day, whoever's saying it, they might not be perfect either. I'm sure they're not. You know what I'm saying? So I think the conversation me and Dave had was a good conversation. I mean,
You don't think because you come from like that street background that it's tough to take comments? Because in the
it
like in
used
the
to be, but you understand, I get a lot of you gotta stay. I've been doing this for a little minute now. I done seen every kind of bad comment it is, bro. Like, I mean, so like I'm getting very, very good. I just don't read them though. But if I'm in the mood to read them and I write them down. The bad ones.
why do you write them down? What do you do with that?
To see if any of it's true. You never argue with you never had a well, it used to be a girl. Never had a girl say something about you, right? Y'all arguing. And then later on you think about what she said and to think if any of it is true. You never do that? I guess I do that. Like, I don't know. Instead of me just saying she just saying some crazy shit, I might, even if I don't tell her, I'll go back and say like, is that? Think about it. I mean, because we never. Sometimes we don't see wrong in what we do. Sometimes somebody got to tell you. I mean, and you think about it, like because. But usually when I think about it being in prison, it's too late. You're in prison, you're sitting there all the time, and you think about certain things people said to you that end up being true once you think about it. So sometimes people might say something to you, might take it as hating, and it might even be hating, but you still can take it and maybe better yourself if it's true to you. You know what
Well, all you do in prison is think, so that makes sense, right?
For sure.
That's like I gotta. This is we're coming close to the end. Gillie and Wallo, man, Gillie. I don't even know. I often don't think that all of you Philly dudes. I don't think y'all really have issues with each other. So I just think sometimes it just be like disagreements
Yeah,
that
no,
and
no.
all of
Well,
y'all.
for Gilly, it's not even disagreement. It's just he was dick eating Meek, so he said something bad about me, even though we knew each other before he even knew Meek. But no, so I'm a toast cooker. I cook your toast. You say something about me, instead of me getting mad, and I'm just gonna say it on YouTube, make money off of it, and just killing two birds with one stone. It's easy. That's all.
If y'all ever saw each other in person, would it be like an
No,
issue or any?
no, but first of all, I know his mother. You know what I'm saying, and then, like this is my thing. He could talk trash. I could talk trash back. I mean, plus, I mean, I'm with all that that needed to be, but I don't want to see it. It's a shit talking contest. I mean, that's all.
Yeah, because I saw that like Gilly Wallow, they went on a podcast. It was a podcast they did by themselves, which is rare because they never do podcasts. They do like it's always a guest. And they accuse people of like gossiping, and they said they never gossip, and they only
Lie.
mention
That's a lie.
people.
It's a lie.
Wait, you say they do gossip?
Yeah, Gilly said some shit about me when I ain't even say nothing to him. That's what started the whole thing. I mean, got on my got on his page. He made a mistake and liked something on my page. The people saw it. It was the thing I said something about Meek. So when he liked it, everybody like, oh, how Gillie like it? You talking about Meek? That's supposed to be his man. He unliked it and then start the response like start talking shit about me. Like he made a mistake and liked something on my page. So I'm not gonna take that lightly. I'm gonna cook his fucking toast. That's what I did. I mean, so that's how I started. It wasn't like so obviously he had some shit he ain't like about me anyway. He just wasn't acting like he was cool. So I don't hate him or nothing. He's just a sucker. There's suckers everywhere. He's a sucker
Yeah.
and he's a bozo. A bozo nigga. But it ain't that deep
I
though.
don't know. Well, I mean, I guess because the thinking is that I guess what Gilly's trying to say is and Wallow is that they made a living not being messy.
They made a
Where
living
I
off. They
guess
made a living because somebody white signed them and gave them some money. They made a
okay.
living because they like they did it by themselves. You feel me? Listen, any podcast that Barstool would have got, they were paying for your guests to come on there. They did the same exact thing, same everything. You know what I'm saying? So
You think
like
they pay you?
huh?
Wait, you think they paying for guests?
Barstool get the guests. Yes, of course. Floyd Mayweather and all that. You think they could have got Mayweather on their own? Fuck no. Uh,
I figure Wallow because
No.
Wallow's like a motivational
No,
speaker
but
and shit
I'm
like
saying, but
that.
if you think about Wallow now, I'm talking about before they got burst with Barstool, they hadn't have a guest. They had my man Devin Wade, who they cut off. I mean, they cut him out the contract. But they didn't have no cameras, no nothing. They had so like mind you, I'm not hating. I'm just saying like so if I'm going to say they would have made it without me gossiping and shit. Bro, y'all got signed by somebody. Y'all have to gossip because y'all got people that they gonna pay for y'all to get guests, Cardi B and shit like that. You can't just get Cardi B on there like on the joint. Because you from Philly, like you think that you can just get call Cardi B come do my podcast. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like when somebody making it start acting like they did it, like they did all this shit from the bottom and all. Bro, mind you, I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying like, don't worry about what you saying. You don't got to gossip. That's gossiping right there. That means you saying somebody else do. I mean, like I said, I remember fucking Gillie was worrying about Wiz Khalifa sausage. Wiz Khalifa had to get the nigga page cut off, shut down. Gossiping then. No, why Wiz Khalifa? If Wiz Khalifa want to wear biker shirts, leave that man alone. Get off his page and stop cock watching. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about you don't gossip, nigga? You gossip, nigga. You talking about? Man,
Wait, what do you mean? Was Khalifa had to take his like he flagged him or
yeah,
something for
got
the?
Gillie whole Instagram took down. Yeah. So why you talking about you don't gossip, nigga? You fucking gossip, nigga. Yeah, Wiz Khalifa alone. Leave that man alone. That's his page. If he want to be butt naked on that joint, just unfollow him. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you sexual harassing Wiz Khalifa. You know what I mean? So I don't like when they try to take this higher road now. I get it though. You gotta act like you positive. I get it. But that's drag. People who know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always feel like once you're successful, you might like a lot. It's like a psychological thing
Bro,
we
I'm
do
gonna do it.
where
I'm gonna do it. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it now. But at least I'm on bullshit. You know what I'm
you
saying?
tell me when you like
Yeah,
well,
so
you
you
gonna
gotta stop talking about people. They gotta be we can't do these things. Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole drag too. I'm just saying, but right now I ain't gotta do it. So, I get it.
yeah, you gonna use your real name like now? Is Oschino your real name?
Dog,
Like or is that
I might change my name to something like um some positive shit. Like something real positive. Like
O'Shea?
yeah,
Like some
some shit that's positive to make like I don't want any trouble. I'm sorry. Anybody I offended, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do all that. Once you rich, you do all that. Once you get your paper, you do all that. I get it.
be like Terrell or something.
Yeah,
I
listen, a cold hypocrite. Like I'm going like everything. I'm going to say everything. I'm so sorry. We gotta be positive. Cause I done got the bag already. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you go get
yeah.
the bag. The bag make you very happy.
Now it was funny. Why is it how come we always talk about when it comes to Gilly and Wallow, we always end up talking about Gilly more than Wallow when
Because
Wallow's like a big part.
I think it's Wallow more subtle. He make more sense. He's the smart one.
You think there's a but I always kind of
It's hard and it's
because
hard.
Wallow,
It's hard not to like him.
yeah, but I always think that that's more dangerous.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? Like
Finesse for sure. I see through it me personally, but he's not the type of person you could just hate. He do some bozo shit to me that I don't like sometimes, but I don't hate him or nothing like that. I mean, I think he's smart. I think he got him where he fit in. He's a smart dude. He know how to finesse the system, and he did it. He's a hustler. I give him that.
what you think about like when he like sit down with young dudes and start crying,
Oh,
begging them to
drag,
stop?
all fake and drag.
Why you say that?
See, I don't care, bro. It's all fake,
So you think when he was sitting down at who with Lil Durk in the room full of all them dudes
bro.
with the mask
Fake, bro.
on, you think that
Fake, fake. That nigga's he should have got an Oscar. She got an
Why you
Oscar.
say that? Why
Fake,
you
bro.
say that?
Bro, come on, bro. That's all. That's called prison house finesse. Let me just seem like I care so much, and I don't care about. Bro, they got a book out saying how to say no. No, 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 not she's giving you shit. No, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that nigga, bro, yeah, that shit all fake. But I mean, hey, listen, it worked for him, so I ain't mad at him.
So
You know,
what do you say? Like, you think he's doing it just to look like get views and stuff? Because I remember
he's
when
doing
that
it to make
came
it
out,
like he a person with that care. A person I actually care about the
morality.
youth so much, and I just man, he don't trust me.
Yeah, yeah. Do you ever think it's like hard? Because I remember like some of like Wallow's previous past is not the most like positive. Like even there's criminal shit, but then like when I looked into some of the things that happened, it looked a little wild. I was like, whoa.
I mean, he doing robberies
Uh,
and stuff. I mean, that's the mean when you got no money. That's the stuff. Same thing I was doing. I mean, robberies and you know.
did
He,
you
he,
rob people that were like defenseless? Like did you rob like
no,
maybe like older
I was. I
people?
mean, for first I was robbing people, but the people start looking for you, trying to get you back and all that shit. So I start robbing stores like gas stations, markets, and all shit like that. Store. I mean, it's stores like that. This back in the day. I got certified as an adult in '95. Went up house correction, adult prison. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, the jail Wallow did this time, and I was up there for a couple years. Dallas, Vision Quest, juvenile spot, but all them spots too. Man, it just it give you a different type of mentality. That's why you know drag when you see it. Like, oh bro, he capping. He don't care about that. You think a nigga that been in prison 20 years to see every type of nigga come through the jail gonna cry about some niggas from Chicago? No, that was all cap. The nigga don't give a fuck about that.
Damn, you telling me Santa ain't real, man. This
Hey,
is
man, shout out to Detroit Roundtree. I
who's
mean, that's
that?
Wallow little brother who visited him in prison for 20 years that he don't even speak to no more.
What happened with him?
He don't speak to him. I mean, he even made Wallow Instagram page. Let's make it make sense now. Let's make like, I'll be saying this shit. He think it's hating. No, I'll be knowing what's going on. I mean, Detroit Roundtree was in my first rap group. I mean, I kept telling Wallow like,
Detroit
yo, bro,
Roundtree.
I said, your little brother was in my first rap group, right? Kept saying he wasn't really saying nothing back. Like, so I called his brother, like, yo, bro, I keep talking, I seen your brother. I told him, he don't be saying nothing. His brother wrote reserved, so he don't really talk like that. He like, man, he don't fuck with me no more. Like, what you mean? Man, he start popping. Mind you, I'm talking about. It's a video with Wallow talking to Gillie. Gillie asked Wallow, who held you down the most in prison when you was locked up? Wallow said, man, Triz. They called him Triz. Troy, his little brother. I mean, he visits you for 20 years. You get popping and you don't talk to him no more. So when you seen you cry for niggas from Chicago, that shit all fake. You agree with it? You agree with it now? Mind you, everything I'm saying now is 1,000% the truth. No bullshit, nothing. I mean,
There's
so
no there's no insight into what may have happened. Could it have been like
listen, Troy is the calmest. Listen, bro, you visit me for 20 years in prison, you would have to smack me in my face for me not to fuck with you no more. And you my little
mm,
brother. He don't fuck with his other brother or his sister neither. So, but his little brother is the one that like was really riding. I mean, really riding whole time. Made it when he came home, made his Instagram for him. I mean, see, people don't know this type of shit. They don't even talk about him nothing. I mean, I know. So imagine I'll be looking at these niggas like, nigga, get the fuck out of there with that fake ass shit, bro. Like, it's all drag, bro. It's just a shit cat.
I
But
mean if
mind you,
you
he do a
were
good job.
the
He do a good job at it,
if
though. I fuck with it like the shit he doing. He can inspire people. He still can inspire you. The man to do whatever you're gonna do. But like all that crying shit and all that, like, come on, man. Imagine how your brother feel.
I
He see you cry. Imagine how your brother feel. You see you crying over these niggas from Chicago. He been visiting you in jail for 20 years. You don't even speak to him.
damn man, this is too much. Cause I don't really think anybody ever does a deep dive because Gilly is like he's the lightning rod of the show. He's like the Draymond Green for the
Well, he
Warriors.
the
Like
clown.
he
He
the
the jester.
clown.
Yeah, he
Okay.
the one that dance with the big hat, dumbass hat. I mean, that type of shit like that. I hate that for
But you
Philadelphia.
don't think there's a certain performative nature to what Wallow does as well? That's
Yeah, I
not
just told you.
clownery,
Yeah, it's
but
cap. He do that shit more subtle. I mean, more
mm,
subtle cat. I mean, so.
mm. Well, we're about to wrap up for real this time.
Say,
I
listen, y'all,
think
don't get mad at the man. I'm just telling the truth. I'm sorry if the truth hurt anybody's feelings. I apologize. And like I said, we gotta learn how to forgive. Just forgive me. That's all.
how come nobody talking about that? You're the only person I ever really seen talk like this about the Wallow
Because they
like
don't know.
part.
They don't know. It's just a coincidence that his little brother was in my first rap group. His older brother than when I was hustling for me. So I know them like I know them better than he know him because I was with him more while he was in prison. I mean, so they lived on
Is he
my
cool
mother
with his
block.
older brother?
He got an older brother and a younger brother. I hustled for his older brother since I was like 15, 16. and until I got like 20. I mean, and his big sister. I mean, I still talk to his big sister. I mean, she's when I say she got a heart of gold. I mean, she don't talk. I mean, so when I see that how he do them, I say, man, he don't. And I see him crying for somebody else. It's all fake to me. These the people that's coming up to the prison to visit you. Gillie only visited that nigga in prison one time. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Gillie visited Wallo one time in prison. You know what I'm saying? So
So I mean, them stories like they say on the pod, like yo, we were this my band.
this is man.
So
That's his man. I mean, what his big brother said, man, Gillie went up there one time, man. I've been up there for 20 years. So you tell me who dragging or not. Who is it real or not? Let me cry. Oh my God, don't y'all gonna kill it, man? Get the fuck out of here. I mean, that's just bullshit, man. I mean, so
oh man, stop. I don't know. I'm
I
gonna.
mean,
It'd be interesting
like
to
I
see the
said,
comment.
like if I was lying, it'd be different. I'm just telling you the truth.
No, I mean, I, I never really watched them too much.
I'm
I'll
saying
be
I
honest,
don't watch
because
him at all, but I'm saying like I
uh,
don't watch their podcast at all. I mean, I don't watch their podcast
I
at all.
watch like the big shit.
I watch Joe Rogan
Like
joint
when
a lot. I like science fiction, shit like that.
you like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I like
Uh,
when he talk about the science and it's crazy because I'm really like a nerd on some real shit low, like me. But so I watch a lot of science shit like that. Degrassi John. I mean,
yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and yeah, it's funny because he be on Joe Rogan and stuff,
yeah,
and he
no, he
be
be on
kind of
Joe
like
Rogan.
a
He was actually on Shannon Sharp joint.
yeah. I just think Neil deGrasse is kind of like a dick. Like
Yes, he is,
he's
but he's
like.
smart. He's very smart. I don't believe in everything. I don't believe in a lot of stuff that he believe in, but when it comes to facts and about the space and about certain things, you got to listen to him because he know
What you don't believe with him about? Like, what does you
God.
disagree with Neil? God, you think God real?
Yes.
Got it. Got it. All right. You know, it's funny. I read it. There was a guy who wrote Holes. I don't know if you know that book. It's like a kid's book, and he was like, I didn't believe in God my whole life, and then he said I was dying, and then I thought to myself, like, I was stupid. Like, I should have believed in God. Like, it was an interesting. And he was crying, and he was like, for me to find out and invest in this idea that there was nothing out there was interesting.
Let me ask you this question,
I
Mason.
know.
Would you
Yeah.
rather believe in God instead of not believing in him and you die and he's really a God? Just to make you pay car insurance. Just for insurance. Let me just because somebody made humans. I don't know who it was, but I mean I know it wasn't no other human. It was something else. You mean so like that alone, and I ain't tell you what God to believe in, but you got to believe in some type of higher power to understand why humans here.
Yeah, there's something
Vlad
empowering.
don't believe in God.
Vlad, you had an issue. Vlad. Well,
Me and Vlad, me and Vlad, after we do our interviews, we usually go to a restaurant and be talking. We start talking about religion. It's like, man, I don't really believe in God. Like, you mean so? You
but
mean
isn't he like from Russia?
Vlad?
Isn't
No, I think Vlad from America. I think his parents might be from there.
yeah, but I think like the roots of that, like, because
He Jewish, I
Russia, I
think.
don't believe.
Vlad still say he Jewish though. You know, Jewish people feel like they. It's not just a religion. It's like a ethnic ethnicity. I mean, so he feel like he's
Hmm,
just a Jewish person. Like we had a conversation about that because I thought it was a religion. He's like, no, it could be both, either or. So. So you know, but instead of me
yeah,
saying it is a God, I mean, arguing with you, I listen to why you feel like that, and we just go back and forth. It's not like a joint was though. I think I'm right, and you. I mean, I just like to hear the different thinking. What make you think it's not a God? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and you
nah,
notice that's the fastest growing religion is atheists, if you can call it a
yeah. I
religion.
mean,
I mean,
well, shout out to Vlad because I feel like there's a lot of platforms that are influenced by Vlad, and they don't
yeah,
be like, "Yo, we
Vlad get a
like." Shout
bad
out to
rap,
Vlad.
man. Vlad a good dude, man. If you ask me, I mean, I think he reasonable. You can talk to him. I mean, even if you think he right and you right or you wrong, he can still talk to you, and y'all can try to. I mean, talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I just don't want to be like one of those platforms that is influenced by Vlad and act like he ain't really influenced me. I gotta at least say like this platform is very much influenced by what he did. And even sitting down with you, obviously I'm different in the way that ask questions. I'm
Yeah.
a different background. But shout out to Vlad, shout out to Academics too, because Academics was the influence for my other channel, like his style of making content. All right, Oschino, this is basically it. I just want to ask about like what you got going on, man. What's
Well,
going on
right
with
now I'm about to do a little bit of music and all that stuff like that, right? But I'm trying to get like my I need I want a set, like a real set. I mean, I'm gonna do a real
like
show.
this?
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
something like
like
this. But like I do a real show about I mean about some like a crazy part. You know, I got a show coming up. I don't want to say who it is with, no, because it'll be a surprise. But we got the name, we got everything. We can probably be shooting it in New York too. So that's coming up real soon. We already got the name like 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm
in
saying?
New York.
Yeah, because the man who the person I'm doing it with, they live in New York right now. I mean,
Mm.
they want to do it close to where they live at. But it's a major. It's major. It's like it's coming in major. As soon as we doing it, it's major. I mean, right now you were talking about it. We said we was gonna keep it secret and just bust out with the first episode. I mean, let me say, what the fuck? Where the fuck this come from? Because people don't even know we know each other. So I ain't gonna say what
Doing
it
a
is.
set? Are you doing a
But
show
show us
or
set everything. We gonna have everything, the whole nine.
so it's gonna be like music and content?
Yeah, but mostly content though. I mean, I'm gonna do my music on my own. I'm gonna still do my stuff, but I do at home on the phone and all that. I mean, because that still do numbers. I mean, but I want to have a real show. I mean, so we can get some type of like major type of deal situation going on. I mean, so
I got this one laugh because it was funny. We about to wrap up. When you did the bit, it was funny to me. You said it on another episode when they said you was in the basement rapping. Did you get offended by any of those jokes? They call it the Roots
yeah, no, no,
potluck.
no, no. I know I ain't get offended by it. Let me tell you why I ain't get offended by it. Because Sparks was in the same place. It was Sparks' show. Mine was in the penthouse. Right, that's the crazy part. It was in the penthouse.
Mm,
Sparks did this in the same place. When Sparks was rapping it, right? They said, "Oh, Sparks, you doing your thing. I'm glad to see you back." All this positive shit. When they see me in the same place, now I'm in the piece. But Meek Mill started that rumor, right? But then I see Beans performing in the seafood store. Nobody said nothing. I mean,
mm.
I said it's just because it's me. I mean, they gotta find something to say about me because everything else, I guess I'm perfect. They can't find nothing else. They gotta make up with that. Like I don't know. But guess what? You know what I said? Though? I said if I had to perform in the basement to get paid, I would do it. The fuck? I mean, I ain't above that. They pay me right. Come on, I come in the basement, rock out. I mean, but it's funny that Sparks in the same place because it was Sparks' album release thing, and nobody said nothing bad about his shit when he was in there. Ain't that funny?
Or what's the last one? What's the percentage of a state property reunion?
With me in it,
Yes.
out of 100%,
Out of
2%,
100%,
2,
2%.
98%
Okay.
no.
America 250, man. All right, man. Thank you, Oschino.
All right, bro. I'll hit you up later, bro. I'll call
This
you.
is fun, man. Thank you, man.
Peace out.
Peace.